Good morning. It's great to see everyone here. Today I want to talk about the Diamond Sutra, kind of. So we're starting a Diamond Sutra class on Tuesday, and I'm very excited about it. The Diamond Sutra is marvelous. But it's not marvelous through what we read or what we can take in our mind. It's marvelous in what it opens for us. So I'd like to talk about the Diamond Sutra a little bit and hopefully connect it with our lives. We have had quite a week, and people are, the energy is the energy is quite up. So the question on all of our minds is, how are we going to meet this moment? How are we going to be? And we don't know. We can't look ahead. We can only be how we are now. So how is this moment going to meet us too? And what is it going to mean? All we can do is bring our practice. But our practice can be everything. Our practice is everything. So bringing our practice wholeheartedly gives us the tools that we need for whatever comes our way. And sometimes what comes our way is so strong. On Friday, we were talking about our fears or our worries at our breakfast discussion, and everyone's are different. Sometimes we make the assumption that we're all feeling the same thing when things are really heightened. Never. So it's good to talk to people. And after our discussion, where we all shared, oh, I'm worried about this, or this is going on for me, or all different arrange. One person said, well, we just chanted the Loving Kindness Sutra. And it starts by saying, this is what should be done. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. This is what should be done. When we practice wholeheartedly now, we understand from our body what should be done. We understand not by thinking, but by doing. This week I was thinking a lot about, this week I was thinking a lot about my previous judgment about past people in history. How could those people have done this? Why didn't somebody speak up? Why didn't somebody say anything? And when we're in it, we start to understand how hard it is, that the answer is not easy, that doing the right thing isn't always apparent. All we can do is be. But when we be in the middle of this great storm, without a me directing, without our ego leading the way, then we can really be assured to be in the way that's best for each moment. It doesn't mean that we'll do everything right. It doesn't mean that everything will go the way we want it to. It means that we will have the capacity to meet the time, bringing our full practice, bringing our heart, bringing our training, so that the way that we meet this time is not reactionary. We're not planning ahead either. We're just meeting it. We're not reacting to the circumstances. Basically, we're acting the way we always act, with more challenging things. This is what should be done. So when I was thinking of how to present on the Diamond Sutra, we have the context for the sutra, which is fabulous and amazing, from the 2nd century. It's the early wisdom sutra. It's the teachings of the Buddha to his disciple Subhuti. And I was thinking of how I learned the Diamond Sutra and what that has to teach us now. For the next several weeks, I thought it would be fun to complement the class, to bring in some of the stories of our Zen family to help us through how they engaged with the Diamond Sutra. And our Zen family stories come to us through the koans. These are our family history. And also the people we happen to know. You know, we're surrounded by them even now in the Zendo. You know, right behind my head is this. It's a koan about snow, but it's painted by my Dharma ancestor. So it's real. And the day that this scroll was given to me was the day that I happened to have done that koan. It just arrived at the temple as a donation. And my teacher was like, "What? You just did this morning. So this is clearly yours." So the ancestors are alive in us. They're here with us right now. So these aren't stories of some old people a long time ago. This is alive. So today I'll start with, now you want to know what it says too. It says, beautiful snowflakes, one by one, they fall nowhere else. Today I want to share the story of our ancestor, Fu Daishi. It's from the Blue Cliff Record, or the Hekigan Roku. And it's his lecture on the Diamond Sutra. So case 67. Emperor Wu of Liang asked Fu Daishi to give a lecture on the Diamond Sutra. Fu Daishi mounted the platform, struck the reading desk with his Colts and descended. The emperor was dumbfounded. Shiko said to him, "Master, have you understood?" And the emperor said, "No, I don't understand. No, I have not understood." Shiko said, "Daishi has concluded his lecture." This is how we engage with the Diamond Sutra. What was going on here? What's going on for you? I was thinking of the way my teacher, or the way I learned the Diamond Sutra. So I'll start there. And then the way my teacher offered it to me. There are many ways to engage with the Diamond Sutra. There's hearing it, reciting it, listening to it, and of course reading it, and some study. Some study. But the study is not about like understanding it, because to be honest, it's ununderstandable. But when I first was chanting the Diamond Sutra, which is also called the Vajracharika, the Vajra that cuts through illusion. I think I first was doing that at a temple in America, and every Friday they would pass out the Diamond Sutra books, and it didn't have the English on there, and I didn't know what the words meant at that time. So we had this book called the Vajracharika Sutra, and they would say, there are these green books, open the page anywhere. And I was like, okay. So you would get the book, and I have all these Diamond Sutras here with all the different translations, and you would just bing, start reading. The Bhagavan said, "Subhuti, what do you think about this? Is one to be viewed as the Tathagata due to perfect marks?" Subhuti replied, "Bhagavan, it is not so. one that is not to be viewed as the Tathagata due to perfect marks. Why is that? Because that was taught by the Tathagata as perfect marks, was taught by the Tathagata as not being perfect marks. Therefore, they are called perfect marks. Do you understand? So we would open it randomly because it's a long sutra. And the idea was, if everyone read their bit, then we'd all read it together. So when I learned that, I love that. We don't have to do everything by ourselves. We can together do the Diamond Sutra. And, but I would be like, what are they talking about? And sometimes I would feel really bored. We'd read it for maybe 10 minutes. Maybe it felt like 10 minutes. Probably it was 5, but sometimes I'd feel bored. Sometimes I'd feel irritated. Sometimes somebody would be too loud or too fast. Sometimes I'd feel like we need to be more unified in our reading. All of it. All of it. And this is the Diamond Sutra. That's exactly what it's about, is all of it. The Diamond Sutra teaches us all of it, everything included. So the core is emptiness, but it teaches us about karma. It teaches us how to engage. It teaches us how to be together, how to be with our practice, all in this little condensed book. Fu Daishi, when he mounted the platform and struck the desk, there's a comment about that in the koan from Engo. The comment's like this: shooting star. That's the comment. When I was a child, I know my whole life. Okay, I love shooting stars. I used to press my face to the window at night, looking for them. And I continued that in many places where I lived. I remember when I first lived in Japan, I would arrange my futon so that I could put my head under the curtain as I fell asleep and look up. And that you could find them with patience. So you had to sit with your whole consciousness open, taking in the whole of the universe. You can't look in one place, right? You widen out. And you're patient. And then they appear. And each time a shooting star appears, you've all seen them. You feel, how marvelous, how wonderful. This is light. This is our life. How marvelous, how wonderful. This is how my teacher offered me the Diamond Sutra. There's a verse in the Diamond Sutra. View all conditioned existence like this: a star at dawn, a bubble in a stream, a flash of lightning, a phantom, dew, a dream, a flickering lamp. And the way he had me engage with this verse was as a koan. What does that mean? It means not with my mind, but with my entire being. Being with this teaching day and night, being tested on it until I fully am a shooting star, a flash of lightning, a bubble, a dream, a phantom, an illusion. This is our existence, all existence. So fleeting and so marvelous when we're paying attention, when we're really embodying the practice. So this is his offering to me in this way. Before all the koans about the ancient masters engaging with the Dharma Sutra before I learned anything at all about it intellectually, before I learned how to even read it in Japanese. Before all of that is, this is our practice. Right here, right now. This is what we can bring to this moment. Letting go of all the story, all the extra, all of our thoughts and ideas about what we might do, what we think is right, what we feel, what we're going through, and just show up to your own life right now. Can you imagine the hall where the emperor was, with all the dignitaries there, sitting, waiting for these words of wisdom? Great wisdom coming from this great master. He goes up to the teaching platform and there's a hushed silence. What am I going to get from him? What's he going to give us? He's going to help us understand something. The audience was holding its breath. But this was a genuine demonstration of the Diamond Sutra. There is no Dharma to be preached. That is called Dharma preaching. There is nothing that Fu Daishi could tell the emperor. There is nothing that I can tell you. You must understand for yourself. I can give you the maps that have been handed down to me through generations after generations. In my lineage, I am 77. So I can give you 77 ancestors and all of their ancestors and all of their ancestors and all of the bodhisattvas and all of the Buddhas throughout time. To the best of my ability, I can give you that, but I cannot make you drink. I cannot make you practice. I can only offer what's been offered to me, a flash of lightning. Do. A dream, a bubble in a stream, a phantom. This is this fleeting world. The thing about a flash of lightning, a bubble in a stream, dew, phantom, a dream, they happen only in this moment. And at the same time, all of the causes and the conditions of the entire universe have been working together for all of space and time to make that one bubble, supporting that one bubble, together with that one bubble. The one bubble is made of the earth, of the universe. The elements of that bubble are the same as our bodies, of space, of the earth, of each other. The movement of that bubble is the movement of the universe. The momentary surprise of the bubble is also the truth of the universe. Have you ever seen a child playing with bubbles? Or your cat or your dog? There's so much joy in a bubble. There's the sight of the bubble floating. There's the glee at popping it. What is your space in that. I have a friend whose cat loves bubbles. It likes to sit there and jump for this bubble. It's catching nothing. In understanding the truth of the universe, you will catch nothing. And that is the point. Nothing is the point, quite literally. Nothing is what you understand, what you will catch. And nothing is infinite, because there's nothing holding it back. No ideas, no concepts, no dreams, no delusions, no fears, just what is. So this infinity of the universe, this now, means infinite possibility. It means that there's always, always another chance. There's each moment, each second, each nanosecond, there's always another chance. And all of those chances blend together to form a life together with each other, to form the whole universe. In another sutra, it says, you preached nothing. I heard nothing. I understood nothing. No preaching and no hearing is wisdom or prajna. This is the truth of the Diamond Sutra as well, and a great place to start, I think. I was looking at Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh's introduction to the Diamond Sutra, which I had never read. And I love it, so I'm going to share it with you. Brothers and sisters, please read The Diamond That Cuts Through Illusion with a serene mind, a mind free from views. It is the basic sutra for the practice of meditation. Late at night, it's a pleasure to recite the Diamond Sutra alone in complete silence. And we'll be doing this too. We'll be reciting the Diamond Sutra, at least for the next few months, maybe forever. You know, reciting the Diamond Sutra is said to dissolve all karma. Of course, all negative karma, but we don't only dissolve all negative karma, also all positive karma. All karma dissolve through reciting the Diamond Sutra with wholeheartedness. Late at night, it's a pleasure, he says, to recite the Diamond Sutra alone in complete silence. And I wholeheartedly agree with him. The sutra is so deep and wonderful. It has its own language. The first Western scholars who obtained the text thought it was talking nonsense. Does that sound familiar to you? Its language seems mysterious, but when you look closely, you can understand. Don't rush into the commentaries, or you may be unduly influenced by them. Please read the sutra first. You may see things no commentator has seen. I would say you will see things that no commentator has seen. You will see things that are unique to you, to your own practice, to your own awakening, as you make it your own. You can read as if you were chanting, using your clear body and mind to be in touch with the words. Try to understand the sutra from your own experiences and your own suffering. It's helpful to ask, do these teachings of the Buddha have anything to do with my daily life? Abstract ideas can be beautiful, but if they have nothing to do with our life, of what use are they? So please ask, do the words have anything to do with eating a meal, drinking tea, cutting wood, or carrying water? Do the words have anything to do with working in a hospital, working with your colleagues, doing your job, using a computer, meeting your friends, talking to your children, engaging with your grandchildren? The sutra's full name, he goes on, is the diamond that cuts through illusion. Vajracharika Prajnaparamita in Sanskrit. Vajracharika means the diamond that cuts through afflictions, ignorance, delusion, or illusion. In China and Vietnam, people generally call it the Diamond Sutra, and Japan too, emphasizing the word diamond. But in fact, the phrase cutting through is the most important. Prajnaparamita means the perfection of wisdom, transcendent understanding, or the understanding that brings us across the ocean of suffering to the other shore. Studying and practicing the sutra can help us cut through ignorance and wrong views and transcend them, transporting ourselves to the shore of liberation. Let us cut through our ignorance, our wrong views. Let us cut through our illusions that hold us back from what we need to do to meet this moment. Let our practice cut through the illusions that we are separate, that there is a me separate from you, which we call the ego. Let us cut through our fears and our worries about what might happen to me, and instead be present for others. Let us cut through our ideas about what might happen, and using all of the tools of our practice that we have been given. The Dharma is a gift that we were given. Let us use this gift that we already have to cut through the illusions that hold us back, and in doing so, to transcend and transport ourselves through prajnaparamita, the wisdom of all understanding, and not just for us, for the benefit of the entire world. The world really needs us. It is life and death. Use this time well. Thank you.